Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. The name also goes General Sapon Ernest. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. I discuss issues pertaining to society, issues pertaining to morality, issues pertaining to how a young person can lead his life well, with a biblical perspective, an issue that also pertains to morality. As I said earlier, any issue that is of a matter of concern to the society, you see me discussing such issues on my YouTube channel. This morning, I'm bringing you greetings, and we are discussing the issue of pornography and masturbation. In fact, this issue has been an issue of concern for a lot of people. I remember when I was in the university, by the grace and by the mercies of God, I became the president of the National Union of Presbyterian Students. And by virtue of me being president for NUPSI in the University of Education, Winneba, a lot of people come in with a lot of questions like this. I'm struggling with masturbation. How do I stop? I'm struggling with lesbianism. How do I stop? I'm struggling with masturbation, pornography, a whole lot of moral issue. How do I stop? So this morning I decided to look at the reasons why you should not masturbate. The reason why you should not engulf your soul in pornography, because this has been an issue of concern, and I think the church and people, well-meaning people who really want to see the next generation doing well, should seriously tackle, and that is exactly what I want to do this morning. So the first reason why you should not masturbate or involve yourself in pornography is that masturbation has been there for a very long time, and it has not been the issue of well-meaning people to talk about it, because people think it is a shame, or it is something that not to be discussed. But it will amaze you to know that most of our youth that we have in this present age are masturbating. They are masturbating left, right, center. So if we think there are some issues that look more weird and they look more shamed, and it need not to be discussed at the church level, at the school level, at the family level, then it shouldn't be masturbation, because masturbation is ruining the life of a lot of youth. So as I said, the first reason why you should not masturbate is that it leads to impotence. It leads to impotence. God has created a man and a woman for them to be together for his purpose. So when a man avail himself of corruptive practices like masturbation, it might lead to impotence, because you see, anytime you masturbate, you are drawing energy from your system, and the energy that was meant to power you as a man, it drains away. Energies like zinc, like calcium, like potassium. The semen is not only composed of the sperm. According to studies, the semen contain only about 1% of sperms. All the others, it consists of minerals that is essential for a man to realizing his potency. So the first thing is that it leads to impotence. So the more and more you masturbate, the more and more the energy that you should have used to produce a child with a woman or with a man, it drains away. So the first thing is that it leads to impotence. The second thing is that masturbation, it leads to less sensitivity of the sex drive. Less sensitivity of the sex drive. The sex drive become less sensitive when you masturbate, because it is about the conditioning of the mind. when the mind is conditioning to have sex with itself, a man has conditioned his mind to sleep with himself during masturbation, then it leads to less sensitivity during sex, because your mind has been programmed that you shouldn't sleep with a woman, you should sleep with yourself. So anytime you sleep with a woman, there is less sensitivity, because you have programmed your mind consistently day in, day out, doing the practices left, right, center. So it has conditioned your mind that you sleep with yourself, so there's less sensitivity during sex. And also, masturbation leads to erectile dysfunctioning. Erectile dysfunctioning, because as I said earlier, your brain and your mindset has been conditioned that you sleep with yourself. So each and every time, the nerves and the brain and the system have been conditioned that it is going to sleep with itself, so not with another woman. So if you're a man and you masturbate, it leads to erectile dysfunctioning, because your system will not have the attractiveness of being with a woman, because you have conditioned it to sleep with yourself. And also, it also exposes you to a lot of health hazards. Especially issues pertaining to your nervous system, issues pertaining to your system. So generally, what I want to put before you is that masturbation weakens your health. It weakens your health. Generally, it weakens your health. I'm not talking about whether it's a sin or not a sin, or whatsoever people saying it's not in the Bible whatsoever. That is not the reason why I'm here. But I'm here to let you know that masturbation weakens your health. And if you are somebody who take your health very serious, masturbation should not be something that you do, because in the long run, it weakens your health. Also, when we talk about economically, masturbation have a lot of economic effect. The first one we can talk about, it weakens your memory. So if you are at work, or if you are in school, or if you are doing an activity, a task, or an assignment, masturbation have the potency of reducing your memory. Simple because when time you masturbate, a lot of minerals that is supposed to build you, that is supposed to power your body, has gone wasted. It has gone wasted. So you wouldn't have the capacity and the energy to focus on the things that you are doing. So it makes you lose your memory. So memory weakness is one of the first health and economic effect of masturbation. People who are consistently masturbating they are not focused. They cannot focus on a given task. They cannot focus on a given assignment, because their mind is polluted. Their mind is not focused on the activity that they want to do. And also, it leads to lack of confidence. Because economically, if you want to operate, it should be by confidence. People who masturbate are not confident because of the guilt that has embossed their system, their psychological makeup. They are not confident. So if you realize that if they are in school, if they are in church, if they are in the society or the environment, they cannot be able to execute tasks that have been assigned to them. They cannot be able to hold positions, because anytime they are always in their guilt, they are always feeling guilty about what they did or what they didn't do, what they did. So most of the times they are guilty. They cannot be able to flow as they used to do. Anytime you see people going for positions, people going for group meetings or anything, you realize that person is always in his shells like a snail, because the person does not have confidence, because he is constantly being immersed in guilt. So guilt have taken over his system, guilt have taken over everything that he does, and because of that, he cannot be able to achieve anything good for himself. And people who masturbate too, generally, they become lazy. They become lazy. They cannot be able to do the things they really want to do, because once they masturbate, they lose a lot of energy, they lose a lot of resources, and by virtue of that, they become lazy and they cannot function and they cannot operate as they should be. So masturbation, one of the effects of masturbation is that it makes a person lazy. By virtue of being lazy, the person cannot be able to undertake a task, they cannot be able to undertake an assignment, they cannot be able to undertake anything that he put his minds on, because he's always feeling tired, he's always feeling dizzy, he's always feeling lazy because of the addictive practice. So people of God, if you are watching me, wherever that you are watching me from, if you have gotten yourself involved in masturbating and in pornography, you realize that all these things I'm saying is true. So the better you get yourself out of this thing, the better for you, because it will not make you productive. You cannot focus on your academics. You cannot focus on your finances. You cannot focus on your job. You cannot focus on anything that you want to do, because masturbating and pornography has taken over your system. So, beloved, the only thing I just want to tell you right now is that if you are fond of masturbating, it is not going to help you. Forget about what people are saying, whether it's a sin, whether it's not a sin, whether it's a bad thing, whether it's a good thing. The moment you become addicted to masturbation, just bear it in memory that you are not going to be effective. You are not going to function as you used to be. You are not going to achieve higher in life, because you retrogress yourself. You don't have confidence in the things you really want to do. So if you are watching me, wherever you are watching me from, I'm in Ghana. My name is Ernest. I decided to come your way with this video so that if you are somebody who are addicted to masturbating, you have to stop it as soon as possible, because I've read and I've researched a lot about this practice, and I've realized that people who do this don't go far in life. So if you are watching me, you can subscribe to my channel, General Sapon Ernest, and also you can also do well by sharing the video for people to watch and also be educated. You can also copy the link and share for people to be free from masturbation. I will keep on coming on and updating you about the need. In my next episode, I'll show you how you can be able to overcome this demonic practice called masturbation. Thank you for your attention, your time, and your resources. I really appreciate it. Thank you.